There is a trending hashtag online on all social media platforms tagged Recall Meg Whiteman. And Kenyans across all social media platforms have expressed their dissatisfaction with Meg Whiteman simply because they tend to feel that during the Gen Z demonstrations, people or innocent souls were lost without they uttering or bringing the government to account. With that aside, with the ongoing high cases of abduction, neither have they questioned the government of the day, and many strongly believe that Meg Whiteman was in bed with President Ruto's administration, and that is why now that it is more likely President Trump will be soon assuming office, they have been pushing that hashtag so that Meg Whiteman can be recalled back to the States, and another ambassador under the appointment of Donald Trump shall be fielded back to Kenya. Even right at the peak of the Gen Z demonstrations, you and I are alive to the cognizant fact that the Gen Zs were pushing and demonstrating for the government of the day to abolish all the punitive taxes that seemed to push Kenyans to the wall. But guess what? Before even President William Samoei Ruto disowned the bill on its own, the US ambassador to Kenya seemed to be very silent and never uttered any word by then, of which you and I know that to some extent silence is always betrayal. So now that people have seen President Donald Trump win, then they've been pushing that hashtag as part and parcel of the online activism, to which when it immediately reaches his desk, it is more likely that action is going to be taken and Meg Whiteman may be recalled back to the States. In fact, that is one among the many reasons as to why very many Kenyans had been praying day and night so that President Donald Trump would win this election. Simply because many know that when Trump wins, then there will automatically be a restoration of peace and order in the world. Look at the 5 years that the outgoing president of the United States, Joe Biden, has been in office. There has been war right from Ukraine and Russia, then Palestine and Israel, and what have you, if I'm only just to mention but a few. But of course, very many Kenyans strongly believe, and it is not only Kenyans, but very many people in the world strongly believe that Donald Trump reassuming office again, there is a string of possibilities that all these wars may come to an end. And by the way, congratulations to Donald Trump. And in fact, right at the peak of the Gen Z demonstrations, when other state ambassadors were sending their message to President William Samoei Ruto's administration to stop the illegal killings by the men in uniform, guess what? Meg Whiteman was nowhere to be seen by then, only for her to come later and issue a statement. However, Meg Whiteman's character of silently supporting President Ruto's administration is of questionable integrity. Remember, if we were a country of integrity and following the rule of law, I kid you not, the next government that will be formed after President William Samoei Ruto exiting office would declare Meg Whiteman persona non grata, exactly the same way Martha Karua did declare the British High Commissioner to Kenya back then, Edward Clay. But with the current administration, I kid you not, this is an exercise in futility. If by any chance you get to experience or read what Kenyans are pushing through the hashtag, then you will clearly see that Kenyans are completely angered, not only with Meg Whiteman being US ambassadors to Kenya, but also they are also pushing that immediately when Meg Whiteman leaves for the States, then the next to follow in line should be Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation. But from where I sit, currently, it still remains a wait-and-see situation. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you and may God bless you.